One of the things people struggle most with when making macarons is getting their meringue right. When you're making meringue for macarons, it needs to be at stiff peaks. Otherwise, there are a lot of things that could go wrong with your macarons. So today, I want to show you the difference between medium peaks and stiff peaks when it comes to making meringue. And this can be the difference between macarons that are wrinkled and flat compared to full and really beautiful macaron shells. So when I'm making meringue, I always like to stop my mixer and kind of see where the meringue is at so that way I can judge if it's at stiff peaks yet. So right now I've stopped my mixer and you can look at the meringue and you'll see when I take it out of the mixer that there's a peak that flops over on itself. This is a classic sign of medium peaked meringue, and we're not quite to the point where it should be for macarons. You can also see when you mix it that the mixture isn't super resistant. And again, it's just kind of falling off the whisk, which is another visual indicator that you're not quite to stiff peaks yet. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on the mixer and actually show you what it looks like when it whips a little bit more. First thing to look for to know that your meringue has reached stiff peaks is that all of it starts to ball up inside the middle of the whisk. This is a classic sign that you've reached stiff peaks. Okay, next, if you pull it out of the mixer, you can see that that peak stands straight up. Plus, there are all these like little peaks that also indicate that your meringue is at stiff peaks. The final test I like to do is stir the meringue around in the bowl and just see how it feels. You should feel a little bit of resistance when you're mixing it to indicate that you have reached stiff peaks. I hope these tips were helpful. If you need more tips, I have a whole course on macarons that shows you all the in and outs so you're not confused about anything.